Hey guys, it's September 14th. Hadn't done a video in a while, but anyway, the creeks are getting pretty good. The water's starting to get a little bit lower, and a lot of the gravel bars that had been flushed during the winter are kind of giving up some of their goodies. Finally been able to get into some spots that I haven't been able to get into in a while. But anyway, thought I'd go over with you some of the things I found here recently. This is a really big, what I believe to be just a big ceremonial axe head. This is a big piece of granite, relatively high mica content in it, but you can see on the top there where they've worked it off on the top. This culture up here, they held a lot of ceremonies. The chieftains were very, very important, and everything that they did pretty much was grandiose, and including their big sticks they carried. And this is, I think, one of their pieces here. There's no wear on the tip. This is not used as a tool. And here's another one that I found that's made out of quartzite. I found this about 8 months ago. Very similar theme, just big, really big, big axe head, just a ceremonial piece, I believe. Just thought I would show you kind of the comparisons between the two. Just the really large size of them. And here's a piece here. I'm gonna let you guys decide on this one. I think I know what it is, but it's a type of effigy. Really well worked piece. Saw this thing sticking out, just a piece of it sticking out of the sand, and pulled it out, and it's all intact, and really a nice quality piece. I do find these periodically. It's not rare to find them, but anyway, it's rare to find them in that kind of condition. So anyway, I'll let you guys take a guess on that one. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. This is one or two things. I think it's a combination of hammerstone. This is all solid quartz, and what I would call a hand hammer. I think this thing was held like that. This is the bit end. It's pretty worn. I think it was just used to to chop and hammer on that end. I think they might have used a little bit for forming other tools. Pretty crude piece, all divvied out here. That's for your thumb right there. Just be held like that, and just worked like that. And if they were using it as a hammerstone, of course, they would strike it like that on another stone. And I think they did a little bit of both with this piece. Here's a real pretty piece of quartzite. This is a grinder. It's just a really well made tool. We put a lot of work into it. You see where it's all been chipped out there. This thing would just be held just like that. That's a grinding surface. It's been polished down, divvied down right there in the middle there. Kind of a thin, thin grinder, but really nice, well-made piece and nice material. Here's another little polishing stone. This is that dual material. I think it's more like granite on the top up here, and then quartzite on the bottom. It would just be held like that. It's a really good dense piece of material. Smoothed off here in the back, or maybe the front part. I'm not sure which one's the front and which one's the back. Just be held like that, or like that. Feels more comfortable like this. It's kind of dimpled out right there in the back. There's a real pretty piece of quartz here. It's all been flaked down to a bit. This has all been flaked down through here, chipped down. Like so many of these stones, just dimpled out in the back, and I really, I see that in so many stones. I just, this could have been a handheld piece, but I'm not real sure. It's just been all flaked down into the bit. Chipped out on the top. Taken out in the back, like you see a lot of these tools up here. So I don't know, I'm not real sure how this thing was used. Could have been a hafted piece possibly, but could have been handheld, I'm not really sure. Just a little chopping tool. It's a braider here made out of black stone. They've knocked this down right in here, and that's for your thumb, and hold it just like that. And work these shafts, skin them off, skin the bark off, and the knots off through there. That's a nice tool. Here's another piece of black stone. Look at this thing. You're going like, I don't know, it's just a rock. But the more I got looking at this thing, like I say, I always like to pick up these pieces because I know that they really like this material. And I've got to looking at it, and this has been polished in certain areas on this stone. It's been chipped out right in through here. Really flat there. They could have used this part up here for polishing or grinding, which I do think they did. But I think they also used this stone for crushing nuts. As you can see, where it's really dark right there, if I can get it to focus. Really dark and worn right there. So this stone, your thumb fits really nice into there. Fingers on either side of that ridge that's still remaining there, just like that. And I think for the most part they use this to just to crush nuts. It's real comfortable in the hand. It's all been chipped away there, and then here, fingers are lying on either side of that ridge right there. And then you see all that darkness right in there. That's from the oils, and it's also pretty rough right there too, so it's kind of worn. Just like that. Real comfortable. And probably did some polishing on that side. Crushing on this side. I can't stress enough how this culture polished and just about everything that they did up here. That's a pretty nice example of a polishing stone there. Just be held like that. See that facet there? This is flat as can be. It's a pretty interesting piece here. They've chipped this thing all the way on the side. This is a polishing piece. I'm not sure what this material is, and there's a surface there. This will be held like that. This has all been taken out right in here. Probably one of the smallest pieces I've ever found that's been worked. This is a little tiny duck head or triangle. Perfect. It's been ground all around the edges. I know it's hard to see, guys, and this phone hates, it just can't focus well on this black stone, but it's a beautiful little piece. I don't know if it's a game piece or what, but it's a beautiful little black stone triangle. And here's a Quartz Hammerstone I found. All the edges are knocked off on it. And dimpled out right in here a little bit. And here's another nice, really pretty material, polishing stone. It's black stone with some other type of rock mixed in with it. That's the grinding surface here, the polishing surface. This is a left-hand piece here. Your thumb would go right there. You'll just lay right in here. Fortunately, I got my phone in my left hand. Here, let me try to just like that. That's where your thumb will lay in there. Guys, I found a lot of stuff. This is just going to be a quick one here, and I'm going to get some of this these other finds cleaned up, and we'll take a look at those another night. But anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you're doing well.